Hello everyone, before this video begins I just wanted to give some rules so anyone can join. Just let myself or Joanne know. You can contact us on Instagram or via email to join. After letting us know, you'll get Joanne's address. Please make 6 cards in total and you'll get 5 back. And if you have embellishments, please keep them small. Joanne is paying for return postage and our deadline is September 1st, 2025. So to anyone who decides to join, thank you and welcome. Hello and welcome to my Ever Messy Art Studio. My name is Keeks and today we are going to be working on ATCs together. So Joanne Newman and I had done a single ATC swap where we did some fish and we really enjoyed it. So much so that we decided on our next topic already. We're going to do aliens in Egypt, so kind of like an ancient aliens type theme, or at least that's how I'm interpreting it. You can interpret it however you want, but aliens in Egypt together. So whenever we were talking about this, we decided that it would be a lot of fun to invite friends. So we are reaching out to both our Instagram family and here on YouTube to see if anybody would like to join in this swap. And if you do, you are welcome to either message us on Instagram or you can email me. That's totally fine. My email is actually always in my description if you wanted to reach out to me. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a swap. Joanne is gonna be our hostess, and she said that she will help with the fees for international. But we are just wanting to see if anyone would be interested in joining us. So if you are interested in joining this ATC swap, just let me know. You can comment in the comments below even if you wanted, and that's totally fine. And then what we decided is it's going to be a 6-card swap. So 1 card will go to the hostess and 1 card, and then you'll get the other 5 cards back. You'll get 5 random people's cards. So I do have here, these are the ATC cards that you can get on Amazon. They're just regular cardstock. They're already cut for you. They're very nice and they're pretty cheap too. You get like, I think you can choose if you get 50 or 100 of them. So you can definitely buy ATC size cards. They're 2.5 by 3.5 inches if you wanted to cut them. But I'm going to be using these pre-cut ones today. And then I've also got a couple of things to show you that I'm also going to use. I have these awesome mirrored stickers. I believe they're from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to use some of these as my pyramids in some of my cards. I'm also going to try out for the first time the art glitter glue. I've never tried this before, but everyone's always talking about it, so I'm going to try it. Now, even though it's called art glitter, that's just the brand name. It does not have glitter in the glue. It's just going to dry clear. And then I've, of course, got this for cutting. And then I have 2 older books that, I haven't really touched these in years. This one here is on Egypt. It's got Alexandria, Blue Symbol, the Canal, Sinai, the Desert, Cairo, Fiume, Thebes, and Aswan. And it's got like different maps on it. It's kind of like a travel thing. It's got different birds in it that are from Egypt. It's got some really cool like paper things. And this is talking about construction techniques, which is really cool. So like one of the ones I might do is I might take some of these and, you know, one of the funny things that people always say is that aliens built the pyramids, and I could always take one of these and, you know, do something like that. I thought it would be really fun to centrist mine on ancient alien theory, so that's definitely what I'm going to go for in mine, because that's one of my favorite conspiracies. I love ancient aliens, so I'm just going to have fun and do that. But it's got real people in here. It's got all kinds of really cool stuff. I'm just doing like a quick flip through here. In a second I'll kind of check and see what year it's from because I don't really remember. Oh, it has a bookmark. I didn't realize that. But yeah, this is just filled to the brim with ephemera, and it's even got phone numbers in it. It's got a phone book from Cairo. That's pretty fun. So let's see, it should, I would think, say here in the beginning. Oh, here we go. So, oh, this was even written in a different language. It was translated by Wendy Allison, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so 1994. This book is 2 years younger than I am. So this is a 31-year-old book. Nobody's gonna miss it if I cut it up. I'm sure they've even updated it since then. So we've got this book to play with. This is another book that I have from my childhood, probably. So it came with ephemera. So this is from the British Museum. This is really cool. This is like a letter. This is a guide to hieroglyphics. This is probably the envelope where everything came in. If I remember right, it also came with like a little clay mummy too. So this, you were supposed to translate it to see what it said to you. And then this book is the Unborn International Leak Encyclopedia of Ancient Egypt by Gil Harvey and Strain Reed. And it was a scholastic book. I was trying to see if this one had a year on it anywhere, maybe in the back. Oh, here we go. We have acknowledgements and stuff in the back. So this one's from September of 2002. So we'll just kind of take some looks through this one. I also have a really big Egypt book, but that's in storage somewhere. I'm not really sure where it went. Otherwise I would have pulled that out too. And the other one I usually cut stuff out of for ephemera also. It's like got pyramids. This one's got like a lot more stuff about like tombs and stuff like that. Map of ancient Egypt. That's really pretty. That might end up going on one of my cards. This is about King Tut, or Tutankhamun. I've always had such a hard time pronouncing his name, but his tomb was beautiful. And we've got mummies. I always thought was interesting when I was a kid, a lot of them have kind of crooked noses, and I don't know if that's from whenever they would shove the pokers up their nose to take out their brains, or if like they just so happen to have noses like that. It's very interesting. But yeah, got royalty and religion. This is one of the other things I might talk about too, or might do in my cards, because a lot of ancient alien theorists theorize that gods are actually like ancient astronauts. So that could be really interesting to write about. Could be really fun. Like Osiris. Osiris has a bunch of cool stories about him. So yeah. This has so many beautiful, colorful images in it that we should definitely be able to find something. And I like how the images are small. Like the smaller the images, the easier it's gonna be. On the one where it's like aliens built the pyramids, there's actually a very popular picture of the of what looks like a helicopter in there, in one of the hieroglyphs. So that's definitely one that I'll probably use. I don't know if I'll have to maybe print off one of those though. Pretty cool. This is like a list of all the gods and goddesses. And hunting under the water. But yeah. Different words, which is fun. But yeah. So those are the different materials that I plan to use, and then also printed off pictures from the internet as well. So let's just pause for a moment and appreciate how adorable Rowena looks in her new bluey boat and her little ascot with the little popsicles on it. So cute. She's like, girl, why you filming me? Anyway, I just wanted to share that because it was cute. So also in an ironic twist of fate today, we ended up going to our storage unit and look at what I found. All right. So I have my giant ancient Egypt book, and this is by Giorgio Agnes and Mazzaro Ray, and it's so big it's not really fitting in my camera. but it's called Ancient Egypt, Art and Archaeology, the Land of Pharaohs, and this one I've definitely cut into already, but this book is huge. It was from, let me see, oh, it was a Barnes & Noble book, at least, but I wanted to see if it had a year in it. 2001. And I've cut into this before to cut out little journal pieces before, but this one focuses mostly on the tombs and stuff, which is really cool. And it's got some of the buildings in there, but yeah, a lot of the rich culture and beautiful artwork. So I definitely think that this will be a very fun book to work with, for sure. It's got all kinds of really cool stuff in it. Yeah, anyway, really excited. So I'm glad that I now have 3 books to work in. But now we can go ahead and start working on our ATCs. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear my space off here for a second. And with your ATCs, if you are participating, we do, you know, you can just use the usual size, or you can use a playing card. I'm not going to go through and measure anything, and I'm sure Joanne's not either. We just want people to have fun. So we've got this, and then the first one I want to do is going to be about the pyramids, and how I'm just going to do like all 3 pyramids and do like a sun up here, I think, and do like a little hole punch fit out. And the reason why I'm thinking that is because some people think that the Great Pyramid of Giza is actually a like kind of like a factory that like it would absorb sunlight as energy, is how I want to explain it. So I thought that that would be really cool. So give me one moment, and I'm going to see if I can find some small pyramids on here, and then we'll start playing with our ATCs. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here on my ATC. We're going to put him right there and make him a little bit bigger. There we go, that's pretty big. So I found a couple of things I want to use. So I really liked these pyramids here. So I was thinking about putting them kind of toward the middle. And then I really liked these sand dunes. This is a little big though. We'll cut it down a little bit for what I want. Do it like that maybe. I don't know, there was just something really cool about these sand dunes that I really liked. So we'll do something like that, and then do our sun, and then I really want to use one of these pyramids, and I really want to use a hole punch, because I really liked that from Dee Dee's ATCs in the last one, so I wanted to try it out. Alright, here's a decent size hole punch. So I've got a hole punch here that I can use for my sun part. And then I'm going to need some paint here, it looks like. So we'll just paint the whole thing black. Okay, so I've got some acrylic black paint here. I'm just going to put some of that on my paint paper. And then I'm going to just start painting the card. And I might need to do 1 or 2 layers. It just kind of depends on how it dries. I don't know, 1 layer might be okay. Okay, just like that. And then we're just gonna want to wet our brush here to get, oops, wrong one. Wet our brush here to get all that black off. And give me 1 second to go clean my brush. Okay, so we are mostly dry now. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, oops, oh no, I got some paint on me. I've got a black knuckle. Whoops. I always do that. I always just kind of rub myself right into the paint. I might still use this later though, so I don't want to put it away. I'm just going to set it to the side and see what happens. Maybe I'll bump into it somehow again. Okay. So we've got this guy, and then I want to try this glitter glue. I've never tried it before, but everybody else always uses it, so I think I've got this on right. I don't know, it came with the little titanium lid things, we'll see. It just said to screw it in, it didn't say anything else to do with it. Well, nothing's coming out. Where's my pen? I've got my pen. It went all the way down. Well, maybe we won't use that then. I can't get it to go down, so it must be clogged somehow, even though I've never used it. So we'll just use Elmer's glue. It's no big deal. So I'm gonna take some Elmer's glue, and here's the back, and I'm just gonna wait for it to come down. I'm gonna need to fill this again soon. Just get a good amount on there. And then what we'll do is oops, that's a little hard piece. We don't want that. And then all we do is rubber in here. So I usually just do circles and just go to the edges. I usually keep a paper towel near me just to like get the glue off. I don't mind having glue fingers, but sometimes it's not helpful. So I'm just going to go like that. And then I forgot to put down my sand dunes. So let's actually peel this off for a second. We'll put it back. It'll be okay. So we've got some extra glue there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put the Elmer's glue on here too. Just get it to the edges. Like that, and then we're gonna put our sand dune down like that. And then here's our pyramids that will be on top. Just like that. And then you can take a paper towel, do whatever you want with it, just wipe it off. Alright. Here we go. Just like that, and I think that looks pretty good. I'll scooch this out of the way for right now. There we go. So now we've got our pyramids and we've got ourselves some sand dunes. And then I want to put down one of these guys. I'm going to put some glue on the back of it too. So let's open it here. And I'm just going to take one, but I'm not going to trust that glue back there because you should never trust the glue that comes on any of this. You want to put your own on there too. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, because double glue is always a good idea. And then we are going to do this. To have like one cool pyramid. It's just like bright and reflective. I just really like that. Had a piece of glue on there so I don't do it out. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Looks a little off center though. Not off center, but like off point because of that one. So maybe we should do it like that. I think I like that better. Okay. So now I'm gonna decide where I want my hole to be. I think maybe over on this side with it shining down like that. It could be fun. So I'm gonna go boop. Oh, I guess I should have done it up here. It probably would have looked cooler. It's okay. We'll just have this being a low bearing sun. And then we want to take a paint pen probably. And maybe use this again. can do something like that. There we go. That looks really cool like that. And then maybe we can, let's see, we should do something down here. So that'd be kind of fun. Maybe we could put the factoids there or something. So we can use little ATC cards to cut it down. Let me get some scissors for that, and I'll zoom out. But maybe we can put like a little factoid bubble thing here. That'd be kind of fun. Let me get some scissors so we can have like a cool effect. Let's do this pattern because it's got triangles in it, so I think it's gonna look the best. So let's do this. Okay, so something like that, and then we'll write a little message. Let's see here. All right, so we'll say,
Now I'm on the floor.
According to the ancient astronaut theory, Pyramid of Giza.
Sit down and talk to coffee, or I'm taking the phone. Talk to coffee.
Was solar
Good, focus.
powered.
She's asking you a question.
Can't really read that very well. Maybe we should make a bigger one. Maybe make it a little bit longer. Okay, so I made a new one that's a little bit longer. So according to ancient astro theorists, the pyramid of Giza was to make solar energy like that. So then we could put it, down there. All right, and then what we can do is glue that on the back as well, or glue it on the back here. just like that. Like that.
Oh, okay, my phone.
And then, oh no, I accidentally got some glue on there. We don't want glue there. Oh.
And I had a little pillow. Oh my God. You can't talk to my
Trying to get that glue off of there. It'll be okay. Okay. So according to ancient astro theorists, the Pyramid of Giza was to make solar energy. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then we could use some white Posca. Let's see here. And do like stars. I don't think a bucket of stars would do good here just because there's not enough space for it really. So we're just gonna do stars because even though this is solar energy, I don't know, I just think the stars look really cool. It's an artistic choice.
No, hit run and show Gaga your banana. It's a sword.
There we go.
Pretty cool. Yeah, full dolly. Yeah. Huh? That's same thing. Went to the farmer's market and stored thing in. We just ate tacos. We did, yeah.
There we go. All right.
And use up the rest of the stuff here.
So then here is this ATC card. So I think this one is pretty done. I think it looks pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
So I really, really love how that turned out. Okay, so my next ATC card I want to do has to do with the theory about all the great pyramids around the world following the constellation of Orion's belt. So we'll say ancient astronaut theorists believe that the pyramids were placed in the same order as Orion's belt. And what you've got here is you've got pyramids in China, Mexico, Egypt, and this is the constellation itself. So I was going to cut out the Egypt one and the constellation one and put it side by side on the card and then just explain what it is. So let's go ahead and cut that out. Ooh, wrong scissors. Okay. I'm just going to cut this out.
So yeah, that's what we're doing.
So this is going to be a little big. So let's see here.
Did you see fireworks running last night?
So this is like marginally too big. So we're just going to go ahead and cut off this part.
She asked you if you saw any fireworks. I did. But she can't see you, so she has to hear you.
And go like this. See if that fits now. Yes. Okay, so that does fit now. So let's go ahead. And I'll set this to the side so I can use it for ephemera somewhere else. And then what we'll do on this one is we'll paint it black again because I like the idea of it being black. Okay, I still got some black paint here, so we'll just use it up. Like that. Okay, and we need just a tiny bit more. Then we could do, maybe this time we can do it to where the factoids are at the top. Could be fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this on here. Just like that. Oops, I just got some black paint on it. Oh no, it's like right in the star crackers. Okay. Well, what we could do is instead of having the 3 stars there, we could hole punch them out. So we'll do there. There, and there. And then let's see, where'd our gold marker go? We can get kind of creative with it and put our circles. Like that. And then maybe we can add more white dots for the stars just to kind of make it look a little bit better. Do something like that. So I think that looks pretty good. And then we can do our little factoid here. Oops, wrong scissors again. And then we'll say according to ancient astro theorists, the pyramids mirror the Orion belt constellation. So and we can put it up here. And then I was thinking maybe some more gold. Let's do something like that, and then glue it down maybe. So like the idea behind this one is because it has Orion's belt in it, ancient astronaut theorists believe that whoever quote unquote built the pyramids, because remember, ancient aliens, is from the Orion's belt constellation. Okay, and then I wipe my thingies off. This is something like that. And then I really kind of want to put one of those cool pyramids in the middle again because I really like these pyramids. I think they kind of give a little something something to these. So we're gonna put it on there.
Oh, hi, little Rowan.
Where's the banana?
What banana? What are you talking about?
This one. Hi.
Oh, thank you.
No.
There we go. Something like that. Okay. Oh, we got some glue on there again. Try to scrape that off, but that's what this one looks like. So I think that one looks pretty cool. Okay. Flip this guy over again, and it seems like we're doing a lot of black backgrounds, so I may go ahead and just pre-make the next one black. So let's see here.
Oh, no, it's blue.
You want to see my first two cards? Say hi.
Hello, internet humans.
Okay, I'll show you the cards now. Okay, so this next one that we're gonna do is also to do with the ancient astronaut theory. So this is the hieroglyphics shown on a wall of one of the pyramids, and it shows what looks like a helicopter and some ships. So ancient astronaut theorists believe that these are proof. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these out, and then we are going to put those on the card as well. Not that way. Let's see. Okay, so this one we might have to do like this. Maybe like a top corner one. And then we'll also have to decide where to put our like hole punch at. I think this one's gonna go like this, and maybe we'll have the writing down here. So let's just get rid of our trash here so we can see what's going on. And then I still want a pyramid on here too. So we're gonna go like this. And then a smoother glue down. Wipe it off. And then we should put it up here, I think. I think it'll look best right there. Just like that. Okay, and then maybe we could put our pyramid right down here, I think would look good. So let's put some glue on that. I just use regular old Elmer's glue. It's not perfect, but you know, it's something I'm very used to using, so I don't mind. Okay. So we've got that, and then let's do our hole punch right here. Hope we got some glue there. Get off of there. There we go. We'll do our hole punch right here. And do our gold around the circle. Something like that, and then just go. Something kind of interesting and weird like this, and maybe do ooh. Make it look like maybe it's a spaceship trying to beam up the pyramid. It's fun, right? And then we'll just do some white Posca dots because we can. Just give it a little bit more fun and interest. We're just gonna let them use their imaginations when they look at this. Because who knows what's going on in this picture? I sure don't. But it looks fun. I like it. There we go. I don't know, just adds a little bit of fun, and I like the colors. So then we're gonna say, this one can go long, so it can go pretty well like that. So, according to ancient astro theorists, proof of ETs are on the walls as hieroglyphs. Now we'll just cut that out. What happened? I did not want to cut that. Ooh. So that actually did not do what I wanted it to do. See, it didn't cut through all the way. I wonder if maybe we go from this side. Huh. It's weird. I've never seen it do that before. It's acting like it almost wasn't thick enough. So I guess we'll rewrite our message on the back since it looks better on the back. Yeah, that was weird. Okay, let's see here. Maybe it's because it was too close to the edge. Could be. So let's do a little bit trimming here. There it goes again. Dang. All right. So, according to ancient astro theory, proof of ET crafts seen in hieroglyphics. And then we can just plop that in there like that. So we'll just glue over our other ones here. And just kind of take a look at it. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, I can tell what's going on there, which is a good thing. So now we've got 3 cards. So I think the next one we're gonna do is ancient alien theorists believing that the gods were real people or based off of real entities. So I've got Osiris here, and then I've got, to look at his name. Oh no. I knew who Osiris was because Osiris' story is very famous, but let's see here. Well, it doesn't actually say on the page what this gentleman's name is, but I know that's one of the gods because it has the thing over it. But yeah. So Osiris, he has like blue skin and stuff, and he actually came back from the dead. So he's incredibly interesting. Definitely read up on him. And then this guy has a crocodile for a head. So I thought maybe those 2 depictions together would be really fun. So I am going to quickly try to fussy cut these out. If you'll give me just one moment, I'll be right back. So I just finished cutting out Osiris. I think I'm just gonna go with him because I think this guy might be a little too big for my card. So we're just gonna use Osiris here. And let's go ahead and glue him down. Put them kind of toward the middle here, like that. And pat them down. And then maybe we can do the hole punch actually above his head. That would be fun, like where this was. Like that. Got kind of close to the top though, but it's okay. And then we can make it like shine down. So let's do this. And then have it kind of doing this maneuver because he's a god. And gods can just do cool stuff like that, I guess. So we've got something like that going on, and then we'll do our dots because I really like the dots. I don't know, I'm just feeling them today. So let's do, oh, we missed a little bit of gold down here. So we could probably do it here and here. Maybe just keep going down like that. Just kind of be brave with it. And do all of our white dots in between. Just for a bit of a spot of fun. Get it? Because they're all spots. Looking cool. We still gotta think about where we want our pyramid to be too. Might put down the word thing first and then look at that. Let's see how it looks. Let's see. There we go. That kind of also hides the imperfections of my line work too. Because I know I'm a messy line arter. Like I'm overdoing it with all my polka dots, but at the same time I'm just like, this is fun and I like polka dots, so polka dotting it up, y'all. Plus I think whenever I put both the pyramid and that white banner down with the words, it'll calm down the polka dots quite a bit. Like I don't think they're gonna be as overwhelming as it seems like they are right now. If anything, that's gonna calm it down a bit. So like that, and then let's put down our words first and then we'll worry about that. So let's see here. Ancient, alien, theorists believe the gods were depictions of actual ETs. So we're just doing like the gist of it. We're not getting too deep into the theology or anything. We're just getting down to the nitty-gritty. Like, this is what we believe here. We're not giving evidence or anything like that, because Lord knows that would take up, like, trying to put down everything that, you know, like every little reason on here would be way too much. So we're just gonna have a wee bit of fun with it, you know. It's a conspiracy theory. Have fun with it. So, oh yeah, that's gonna look good. So we're gonna go ahead and put that down. Like that. And then pop that there. And let's see, where should we put our pyramid? We could put our pyramid right in between him. Maybe his soul is the pyramid. Would be fun. So like that. So now this is what this one looks like. That one's pretty cool. I think that one's my favorite so far. That one and the pyramids one, love them. Okay. So then for our next card, we should do elongated skulls. So give me a second to find some depictions of elongated people. 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna use this depiction of Queen Nefertiti. Or maybe this is actually Thutmose III. Sorry, they were on the same page. But, so, skull binding, ancient alien theorists believe that that is people trying to depict their gods, like trying to be closer with their gods via head binding to look more like them, which they say is a symbol of extraterrestrial involvement because, you know, in modern day depictions of aliens, we think of them as having odd-shaped heads. So we're going to use that. I wonder if we can get the whole thing. That would be pretty cool. I'm going to fussy cut this one. There we go. Use that. I also really like this depiction here. Maybe we can use this to our advantage also. Something like this maybe. Give it a bit of an artistic flair. Okay, so let's try that and see what happens, and we'll do our hole right in the middle of that. So let's go ahead and glue the circle one down first. This. I think that would look really good. That's not quite the angle I was looking for. Let's try to see if it'll scooch for us a little bit. I'd like the body to be a little bit more straight. Yeah, that's better. I can just cut that little tiny edge off. There we go. I like that a lot better. Like that, and then we can use our hole punch up here. In the middle, kind of like that. And then we got our paint pen. Circle there, and then maybe just do a line here. put a pyramid there and then do our stars. Something like that. Oh. Glue won't come off. There we go. That's funny. Okay. So like that. And then we need our white dots here. Make it look cool. There's a corner sticking up here that needs a little bit more glue. I kept seeing that sticking up. It was weirding me out. So we're gonna pat that down a bit. Sorry, I went silent for a second. There's something very relaxing about putting the dots down. Like, they're my favorite marking tool for sure. Like, I absolutely adore dots. Especially little tiny dots like this. Like, there's just something mesmerizing. And, oh no. And I just feel like I could stare at them all day. That one smeared a little bit, but that's okay. It looks kind of cool. So we'll keep it. All right, yeah, so that looks really cool. We're just missing our little note down here. So we're gonna say ancient astronaut theorists believe head binding mimicked early ETs. It's very simple here. You know, like I said, not going into super detail. We're just having fun with it. We're letting our creativity flow and our imaginations go wild on us because we like that. Imagination is good. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. Okay. So we're just gonna glue that down. so I think that looks pretty good. So there's that one. Now we just need one more. And I don't know what I want to do, so give me a moment to think about it. Okay, so I think I figured out what I'm going to do, and this one's going to be a little woo, so sorry, this one's going to be a little out there. But ancient alien theorists or ancient astronaut theorists also believe that pharaohs were actually offspring of ETs, because so the reason why this is a theory is because pharaohs were said to be gods on earth, and so ancient alien theorists believe that instead of them being gods on earth, that they were probably the children of these people, like hybrids. So we're just gonna go with it. I saw this King Tut and it reminded me of that. So we're gonna go with it. That's gonna be our ancient alien theory. Whoever gets this card is gonna be like, what? But it'll be okay. We'll explain it to them if they ask us. Okay. So let's put this down here like that. We're gonna get a little woo with this one, but it's okay. All they have to do is watch my video and they'll understand what it means. Otherwise, they'll just get a pretty weird card. But that's alright. That's what this is here for. Alright, maybe we'll do this at kind of a diagonal. It sounds a little fun. Just to get a little bit more of an interesting vibe. There we go. And then we will, maybe we can do our cutout there. Like that. Do a bit of gold paint. I'm kind of digging these lines that we've been doing, so we're going to do that. And then we can do our dots. Oh wait, we need our, okay, and then let's give us our dots for our added interest. Make sure that I'm in frame here, sorry about that. More down here. All right, I think that looks really good. And then we're gonna write on a little paper again. We're gonna say ancient astro theorists believe been hybrids as gods on earth. If you get this card, I will explain this part of the theory to you. It's fine. Like I said, I used to watch a ton of Ancient Aliens as a kid. Love it. Like, definitely one of my favorite fun theories. But a lot of it's really woo. And I think that's kind of what makes it fun. Like, I don't know, it's very out there and imaginative, but what good conspiracy theory isn't, you know? Oh, that's a little big. Hold on here. Where did my... Oh, here we go. There we go. It's a bit better. Yeah, that's gonna work a lot better. So that's what I wanted to make these. I wanted to make these just kind of weird and woo. Yes, like, I just wanted to go kind of a different way with it. Like, you can do the alien take however you want. Like, you can just do aliens and pyramids. I just wanted to go a little nerdy with it, because I just thought that would be fun. When am I ever going to have a chance to do this again? Okay. So we're going to take a look at all these together again, so you can see them, and I'll zoom in so that we can see them up close. There we go. So here's the first one we did. So according to ancient astronaut theorists, the Pyramid of Giza was to harness solar energy. According to ancient astronaut theorists, the pyramids mirror the constellation of Orion's belt. According to ancient astronaut theorists, proof of ET crafts are seen in hieroglyphics. Ancient alien theorists believe gods were depictions of actual ETs. Ancient astronaut theorists believe that head binding mimicked early ETs. And then lastly, we've got ancient astronaut theorists believe pharaohs may have been hybrids of gods on Earth.
Aliens!
Yes, aliens! Did you hear my husband go by? That was pretty funny. But yeah, so those are my ATCs that I have made for the Alien and Egypt swap. If you want to join us, please feel free to. You can email me. My email is always available at the bottom of my videos. So it is keeks.hunt@outlook.com. So KEEKS.hunt, HUNT, at outlook.com. And or you can also, I am myself or Joanne Newman on Instagram, and that's fine too, and just let us know that you're interested. And if you need Joanne's address, I will ask her if I'm allowed to give it to people, or if she wants to wait to see how many people say that they're interested. But just let us know, and you are more than welcome to be with us. We haven't made an official date yet, but it kind of sounded like she was thinking maybe the end of August to like maybe get everything in by September 1st. And then she would do the trades. So just let us know and we will give you the information so that you can participate. Thank you. Bye.